It really is a cracking field. Here we go then.
Look for Benoit to duck in at turn 3.
And the 44 of Wally Dallenbach does get away in the middle of your picture there. Now he jigs to the right-hand side to get a good slingshot into turn 1 and does exactly that, leading in the number 44. The mighty Wally Dallenbach Jr. leads them through turn 2 at the kink. A really good, strong field here in Group 10 as they head towards the first overtake, potentially at 3.
Benoit came back and took him at turn 3 in that Ferrari over that Rocket Sports Jaguar.
He's really stretching his legs already, Wally. He's got, what, a massive lead already as they head down to the hairpin for the first time. He really is putting down some pace in that Cobra.
He is, and he's got a lot of experience in that car, but he's also got a lot of experience in cars like that, being a 2-time TA champion of Trans Am.
Everybody files through the hairpin, queuing up for their best position. Through goes the number 10 of Wallo Bertschinger, who was, of course, involved in that previous race a moment ago. So everybody pushing hard in terms of time out on track. Stephen Davidson's having another run too. First time we've seen Debbie Cloud, but John Cloud has already been out this morning already. So everybody getting a good amount of time on the Sebring track, and that's something I was listening to Tony Perella's sort of team talk to the drivers in SVRA, and he said, don't you worry, we've gone out of our way to give you as many sessions, and you'll all have plenty of time on track, and that's what they want.
That is, and then you notice a lot of these modern GT cars that were racing with us in International GT. If you race with International GT, you also have the option to race in Group 10, so you basically double your track time.
Yeah, that's. I mean, of course, that's the whole reason for these guys. These guys, for them, it's almost, you know, a chance to go racing, but it becomes like a test day because you're never out of the car.
That's true. Wally Dallenbach Jr., followed by a 2-time champion at Trans Am, followed by a 2-time Maranello Cup champion, Benoit Bergeron.
Yeah, like you say, there's many a star out there. Let's have a look at the pace he's on. 2:07.062 by Wally on his first lap. Meanwhile, Benoit crosses the line at 2:14. So Wally Dallenbach really take it to him. In that first lap, Ben, 7 seconds he's pulled out of them. American Muscle is alive and kicking.
But watch for Bobby Kennedy. He's probably about 21 years old. He's in that 1968 Corvette at the back of this pack, but I know him to be a very talented driver. He co-drove with Kerry Hitt here a few years ago in TA, and that is a pretty powerful car, but he has some unbelievable sports car skills. So watch for Bobby Kennedy to potentially move his way up. He's definitely outclassed, but I think he's got the skill of this group.
Well, here's a question for you. You mentioned youngsters, and we're doing historic racing. I know this when Greenlight took me to Monaco a few years ago, and we did the historics there. Just how many young drivers were involved and making a name for themselves in historic racing. And it's now becoming a way to go racing and a way to get really good at becoming a racing driver. Are you seeing that more and more?
Yeah, and I would definitely suggest that to anybody, because a lot of people come from kart racing into something else. But with this, these cars are very difficult to drive, these vintage cars, you know, because they don't have any power aids, any kind of traction control. They're on bias ply tires, most of them. So you really have to learn to drive with momentum.